Hello everyone, this is Big Jeff here from SPL News. Sadly, there's no visuals for Survivee Party 7, Episode 7, and we greatly apologise as all of our 92 players are actually heading on a little trip this weekend. So we wish them all the best, and we will see them next week. Everything will be back to normal next week, which means I'll be stuck with Bill for another week. Anyway, I should just give you a heads up on the challenge. It was shooting. There were a lot of good players, a lot of bad players. We never done this at all this season, but I want to show you how things are looking in all of the tables right now. So after 7 games, this is the 7th week, 7 out of 11, all good. So let us go right ahead to the tables. And here we are starting at the Premiership. So at the top, Ruby. With another win to her name, so she still has that 100% record. So well done, Ruby. She's now top of the Premiership, a point ahead of Sana, who lost today's challenge. It'll be another season where Sana bottles it, but you can't blame Sana for being a former non-league player. She does remain consistent in the top 4 as a Premiership player, so well done to Sana. Katrina remains unbeaten, so a very fantastic way to start the final stretches of the season. Danny in 4th. So a good return for the Scottish international. And below him, his counterpart, Deck. I believe he did win the challenge. Yes, he did win the shooting challenge. So well done him. It's that snowball launcher, I tell you. Xander drops a 6th. So he'll be looking for a massive, 12-pointer to hopefully try and win the title. Sammy 1. So the reigning champion might not be the reigning champion for long. 7 points behind Ruby. Jonathan still in the top half, and Callum, massive win for him, and Kat holding on to the final place in the top 10. Down at the bottom, it's tight in the relegation zone. Hikaru, Chip, and Scott all down there. Chip losing the challenge today. Scott finally gaining his first ever win as a top flight player. And unfortunately, with the form he's in, his first ever top flight win could be his last. Sonia is just a point ahead of the relegation zone. Ashley and Devon 2 points ahead. Neither of them were in the challenge today. Actually, Devon was, but he lost. So that's very unfortunate. Jaehyun moving up to 14th. Destiny losing the challenge, so her unbeaten run, was it already over? I think it was already over, but either way, Destiny's no longer unbeaten. A lot of people say she's back to regular form. Elijah winning the challenge as well, and Madison claiming 0 votes, makes up the bottom half. So Madison, 4-time champion, queen of Survivee. She's on a redemption arc. Over in the championship, and Kate looks like she's on her way to the top flight. 1 more win should do it. She's 7 points clear in the promotion section. Hawk 2 points behind her in 2nd, but 5 points ahead of Aiden in 3rd. Sue, Noah, and Josh in the playoff places at the moment. Tessa and Steven, along with Earl, also on 13 points. So the playoffs, it's still very tight, and there's still a chance for anyone to make it. Daniel, Baekhyun, and AJ all make the top half. Down at the bottom, the same suspects as always. Sophie and Brittany in the bottom 2, but Zoe's in the relegation zone again. I think she's been there before this season. Rio, Haruto, and Brian look like they're all going to be in that relegation mix. Adrian on 10 points. It could be a good season for him. If he just maintains a 13th place there. Sayaka, 17th in her first ever season back after a 7-season stay in the top flight. Terrence, Samantha, Bethany, and Alex make up the bottom half. Into League 1 now, and it is a Team Clink 1-2 with Lynn and Clyde in 1st and 2nd respectively. Lynn 4 points clear. That League 1 title's surely hers come the end of the season. Trig, Ed, Axel, and Keith in the playoff places, and Ross down there in 7th, just a point behind, along with Max. So good seasons for Ross and Max. Sora into 9th, and Ricky staying in 10th. Meanwhile, Jay and Elena make up the top half. Down at the bottom, it's looking worse for Lloyd. 5 points adrift from safety. He's in the relegation zone. He's rock bottom. 3 points all season. Carson, Connor, and Sally remain in the bottom 4 as well. Carson needs to pick things up. He's my favourite player. I need Carson to survive. Otherwise, it'll be all for nothing. Anyway, Saya was just a point ahead of the relegation zone, along with May, Weiss, and Peter. Matthew and Gordon look like they're going to be safe, but we don't know for how long. Marcus and Sayori make up the bottom half. I nearly said the top half, but this is the bottom half. This is where relegation happens. And finally in League 2, Felix. 7 points ahead, actually. 7 points ahead in the promotion places, so he could be into League 1 before we know it. Rachel in 2nd. She's still in 2nd. She's been a former top flight player. She dropped down to League 2. No top flight player has gone back up from League 2. Can Rachel finally be the first? So it looks like Felix and Rachel will be heading to League 1 automatically. And Yuki will have to find it out for 3rd. Bill, Gavin, Alan, and Mike in the playoff places. But Bill will not be around next season. He will be leaving. Blake, Marty, Sly, and Ahito still fighting for those playoff places. Sadly, Ahito will be leaving as well. And new boy Sangu in the top half. So well done to the 21-year-old Che Sangu. Down at the bottom 3 remain unchanged. Mashiro, Yang, and Rio. But it's only 2 that drop out of the Survivee League. So Yang and Rio at the moment are going down with only 4 games left. Manny and Stephanie are both dropping down. Stephanie does not have a single win yet. She needs to pick it up. Otherwise, the suspension will be all for nothing. The return to suspension will be all for nothing, I should say. Aaron and Riku and Takeshi all move up. Hannah drops to 16th along with Nick in 15th. Tay and Carl make up the bottom half. And there you go. That is all the tables in the Survivee League. Once again, I do apologise for the inconvenience of no visuals for this week. It's just everyone's got a trip going on this weekend, so we wish them all the fun in the world. So just don't forget to take a look at the last 4 games coming in with the next month. So we'll make sure to see you all there. So until next time, I'm Big Jeff. And don't forget to get your pets bathed or neutered. Why did I say that? What? Cammy wrote this! I knew Cammy wrote this! Cammy!